Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel today. My name's Tammy. I'm the owner of Walnut Creek Bath Boutique, and I just got back from Colorado. I had such a wonderful vacation. It's been a week and a half since I've been down here, and I really was missing it. But man, I really needed that vacation and just forcing myself to step away. What is that noise? So I hear this dripping as I'm talking to you, and I could not figure out what that dripping was. My soap jug that I had just made the rosemary mint, it's leaking. It's leaking all over my products. So I'm gonna go get that cleaned up and I'll be right back. So, you know what? I am, I am just so thankful that I was down here when that jug started leaking. I'm just so thankful. If that would have happened last week when I was on vacation, my shelf, I'll just turn you around so you can see it. The lighting's not very good, guys, if you can hear me. All of that would have been destroyed. Well, not destroyed so much, but I would have had to relabel everything. You can see my jars are all turned upside down. That got the brunt of it. All my creams. I'm going to have to relabel some of those. So yeah, I'm going to have to relabel. Some of the labels were a little gunked up. Most of the product is fine. I didn't lose product. I've just kind of lost some labels, and I'll have to relabel some of those creams for sure. Oh my gosh. Welcome back. Welcome back, you know. I'm just so thankful that I was down here, and I did not hear a thing until I started taping, and I was like, what is that dripping noise? I thought it sounded like there was water going on behind the wall, and I'm thinking, there's no plumbing behind that wall. Where is that dripping coming from? Anyway, I got back from Colorado. You saw my shirt, right? Yeah. Had to grab a shirt. I grabbed two. I didn't pack enough clothes. My husband didn't pack enough t-shirts. We went to Walmart like 2 or 3 times buying clothes. It was so beautiful, guys. Colorado's beautiful. Oh my gosh. And Kansas, you know what? We drove 17 hours. Kansas gets a bad rap because I thought Kansas was beautiful. Once the trees, it's weird, the trees go away and there's no trees. It's like, oh my, I was Googling, why are there no trees in Kansas or Western Kansas? And I guess it's dry, really dry right there. But right before it gets really flat, there are these rolling green hills for as far as you can see, and it's just beautiful. But let's talk about today's soap. So today's soap, I'm going to be making Frankincense and Myrrh. I am going to go ahead and use the Wholesale Supplies Frankincense and Myrrh. It is my favorite. It is ridiculously expensive. I usually buy a 16-ounce bottle of this, but because the IFRA certificate is not updated on their website, I don't know what this is doing next year. So I'm only going to make one batch, and I just bought the 8-ounce bottle, if I can get it open. So design-wise, on the Frank and Myrrh, it discolors to a really deep dark brown. So I thought about adding some white. I've thought about adding a little black, but normally I just make this the brown, and I think I'm just going to stick with it. I'm just going to make it the brown, let it be what it is. And I'm going to do a gold mica drizzle on top and swirl that. I love the way that looks. And then I'm also going to stamp my little hummingbird, if I can find it. I was looking a few seconds ago and I gave up. But I'm going to find it. But I'm going to stamp my little hummingbird, and I'm going to make that gold as well. So I'll show you how I do. One thing about this fragrance oil from Wholesale Supplies Plus is the retention. I have a bar that's almost a year old, and it still is very strong. So it's got a great retention. Look how dark that color is. What am I doing? I am going to go ahead and add this in now. Kind of do it a little bit backwards, but sometimes when you have a discoloring fragrance oil, if you don't get it in, blended in like super, super well, you'll get like little speckles. And I just want to make sure this is completely blended in with no problems. And doing it this way will just ensure that. I'm going to go ahead and get my kaolin clay and my sodium lactate weighed out and added before I add my lye water. So on the way to and on the way back from Colorado, I was able to catch up on all my YouTube video watching. It was great. With, you know, work and my own taping, and then I have to edit my videos and upload all of that and get, you know, I just don't have the time to watch videos like I used to. And I really miss it. So I was excited. I watched a bunch of videos that I'd been missing, and so that was fun. I did a lot of reading. So that was the trip. It was my poor husband. He just kind of drove, and I read and watched videos. I'm going to let this get to a fairly good trace before I pour it. Oh, it smells so good. So good. All right. Okay. I was cleaning up a little bit. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to pull you in a little bit. And I waited a little too long to get this kind of smashed in or smoothed out. But it's smoothing out okay. I was a little worried it'd be too thick at this point. All right, mica drizzle. Just a little bit of, oh, I really have you pulled in, don't I? A little bit of gold mica, a little bit of oil. Going to, it's kind of thick actually. All right, I think that's going to be really pretty. I don't think I'm going to C-pop it. Maybe I will. I haven't decided. I can't decide. I don't know. I'll let you know if I did or not in a couple days. Hey guys, so I wanted to tell you a little backstory before we cut Frank and Myrrh into bars. And as I was saying, that we drove out to Colorado, and I was able to really just binge watch all my YouTube channels, all my YouTube favorites that I haven't had a lot of time to watch. And so I was watching these videos, and specifically I was watching I Dream in Soap. So I was watching these videos, and I would like put the phone to my husband and say, look at that. Look at that. Look what she did. And he had to keep looking over at the phone. But there was one video that she did, and it was the North America inspired, where it was like the flag with the eagle. I'm still blown away that she put an eagle in a soap with that flag. That was amazing. So I was like, oh honey, you have to watch this part. Watch what she did with soap. And she's like opening up that soap, and it's got the eagle on both soaps, and it looks so amazing. And his words were, why don't you have a soap cutter like that? Not how amazing that, sorry Lisa, not how amazing your soap was. It was, well, you should have a soap cutter like that. And I was like, well, that's all right. I'm okay with mine. But throughout the whole vacation, the whole week, he just would randomly say, you need to buy a soap cutter like that lady had on YouTube. We need to get you that soap cutter. And he won. He had to really twist my arm. When we got back the next day on Sunday, I went ahead and ordered my soap cutter. And then I came down here and made like 3.5 batches of soap. But I ordered that on Monday through Nurture Soap. I got it shipped on Monday. So wait a minute. I ordered that on Sunday. It shipped Monday, and today's Tuesday, and I got it today. So I do have a multi-bar soap cutter now. Thank you to my lovely husband that supports me in so many ways. But yeah, it's amazing. I was gonna do the whole unboxing thing with you guys and show you my first cut, but honestly, I wanted him to be a part of my first cut so he could see how excited I was over it. So I cut one log, and then he had to run to go play golf. He got to see the one log cut. You're gonna see the rest of the logs cut, and it's really, really pretty. I was going back and forth between Etsy and Nurture Soap, and I chose Nurture because it's an 18 bar. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I'm making that big of a batch, but I felt like, you know, for the money, having an 18 bar would be not a bad thing. And it's an Indiana company, and I live in Indiana, so I like to support my hometown type of thing. The only thing is I normally make my bars 1 1/16 to 1/4 inch wide, and I wanted to do that. I could go up to like 1 1/4 or 1 1/8, something like that, but it was not going to give me 9 bars per loaf because I have my soap molds that say they're 10 inches, but they're not. It's only 9 7/8 inches inside the liner. So the most I'm ever going to get is 9. And I don't want to go any skinnier. So I did have to go down to a solid inch in my cuts. I wasn't really happy about that, but I think I'll just make them taller. So they'll just be a little bit taller maybe to offset the width that they're losing a little bit in that width. So that was just my one little like, dang it, I really wanted to keep that width a little bit wider, but I didn't want to pay $100 for a custom width. So I did cut one. So let's go ahead and get the other 2 cut and see how I do. It was a little rough that first go. So let's see if I get any better with practice. Hang on, I'm going to pull the camera down. So again, at the inch, my 2 end pieces are a nice, healthy sample size. I mean, that's a decent sample, I think. So let's see here. Oops. Move this over just a little bit. Try to even that up a little bit. And now when I did this earlier, this wanted to topple towards me, and it still wanted to topple towards me. So I'm going to have to hold it or put it on its side. I'm not sure which. Ah! There we go, guys. Second cut. You rate seconds. So they are not as dark as they've been in the past. This is a brand new bottle. I don't know if they've made any changes to it, but when I've ever made this before, it has been really, really dark brown. I'm almost hoping it discolors just a little bit more than that, just so my soap stamp will really show up in that. So, but anyway, I am going to let these sit for 1 more day, maybe 2, before I use my soap stamp. So we'll see if they discolor in that 1 or 2 days. Okay, so guys, it's been, when did I cut this? Sunday? Today's Thursday. So like 4 days since I cut this. Look at that bar. Now I tested yesterday my stamp, and I'm hoping I didn't wait too long for my stamp to stamp these. But this is, I want to show you my bar from last year. I still have one. That is my bar from last year. I'm going to do the same gold embossed stamp with my little hummingbird and a little bit of gold on top. Look at that. Look at the difference. No colorants, same company, everything. That is huge. That is a huge, huge difference in the color of that fragrance oil and what it did to the soap. I mean, I like this better with my gold. I think the gold is gonna get lost in this, like I don't know, milk chocolate. It's a milk chocolate brown. I don't know. I'm not super happy with that because I guess I was expecting one thing and I'm getting another. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with now. That is, you know what? Me and colors this last month, I have had nothing but issues with my colorants. Nothing but issues. Morphine, fading, you name it. I've had problems. And just kind of, yeah, that'll work. So just, oh, you're not in line. So I'm just doing that. I'll put it in the corner. I may need to go get my, my rubber mallet. We'll see. There. Doesn't it look pretty? Doesn't look too bad on the milk chocolate. Oops. It's a little bit deeper, but I think it looks a little bit better. It's pretty easy. You just put your stamp in a little mica. Sorry, I have you pulled in, so I'm hoping you can see a little bit better, but I think I may have you pulled in too close. I can't get you all in the frame. Yeah, the hand is cleaner, isn't it? Especially without a handle on that. All right, the hand it is. Okay, they're all stamped, and I have a question for you. I'm really interested in your answer on this. So here it is, lightly stamped, and here's one that's heavy stamped. Which one? I'm leaning towards the heavier stamp that actually has an indent. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but there's definitely, let me see. I'm trying to do different angles so maybe you can see the indent. This is deep. Not horrendously deep, clearly. It's not like cracking the soap or anything. Or just a very light, barely there indentation. So which one? I'm leaning towards this one. But like I told one of my subscribers, I am very easily persuadable. So you tell me which one you like. Maybe I'll probably go with that one. I am kind of bummed about the color. I really am kind of bummed about it. I know I'm not usually one that likes a really dark soap, but I was prepared for this. I designed around a dark soap. I've made this probably 3 years in a row now, and then all of a sudden, it's not dark. I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's not horrible. It's not like I dislike the soap. I kind of like I said, I don't really like a dark soap. But yeah, I wasn't prepared for that, and I hope my gold looks good with that. It doesn't stand out as much is the problem, and I like how the gold really stands out on that dark brown. But anyway, enough complaining. I am having a blast with my cutter. I've cut 4 or 5 soaps now with it, and it's great. I just need to find a place to put it. I still crack up to myself every time I think about me showing that camera to my husband, and he doesn't comment at all about that beautiful, amazing soap design. No, he didn't say one word about it. I still just laugh to myself every time I think about our conversation. But God love him. He loves me so much, and I love him so much. So I really appreciate him encouraging me and encouraging me to get something that he felt like I should have. And of course, I always wanted one, right? Who wouldn't? So thanks so much for watching. Guys, you're just the best. I appreciate you so much. So thank you so much, so much. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.